Hello, and welcome to the Socially Deranged, an equally cool podcast, with Deranged, Gunky, Senpai Awu, and special guest Siege. Okay, I'm going to go play with my Little Pony dolls now. Take it away, guys.
Fuck it, we're live.
Fuck it, we're doing it live.
Yep.
No. Okay.
All right.
Well, that's okay. That doesn't matter. Shit.
It doesn't matter.
I just realized that was. Yeah.
Yeah,
Whatever.
it's going.
Anyway, thank you, Josh.
Let's go.
Hi, and welcome. Welcome to the Socially Deranged, a nipply cool podcast.
Yep.
It is a podcast so cool that it'll. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
All right.
I'm sorry. I have opening night jitters here, guys.
Well,
Can we do this again?
I'm just gonna continue on the podcast by discussing how this all came about. And
Okay.
it all happened rather recently when we were having a conversation, the three of us, Justin, Lewis, Andrew, and I. We were kind of just talking and shooting the bullshit, really. And Andrew was saying how he'd like to, or he'd think it'd be good if we made a podcast because we've all been listening to our fair share of podcasts like Sleepycast and the like. And so we were like, yeah, let's do a podcast. And the theme of our podcast today is fan fiction, which is why we have Siege here.
Bad fan fiction.
Bad fan fiction. And how that came about is a whole different story, and I'd like to go into that a little bit. Well, basically, my friend came over with a lot of fan fiction, and that turned into Lewis quoting and then showing me the quote from a show called BoJack Horseman that almost was literally the exact same. And so now we are talking with Siege, and we're gonna hear some bad fan fiction today.
Yes,
Cool.
I that sounds great. But I think the first what we should do is do a quick little introduction of who we are and why we are here.
Mhm.
We'll start with you. Casey.
I am Genki, or Casey, and I've been making videos for a while now, and I've been on the internet for a while now. I mostly am just a quiet presence with not a lot of followers, but I met most of these guys off of the internet through, well, all of these guys off the internet through video games and such, and we've been hanging around for a while, and basically I'm just like an artist and a media creator, so.
Awesome. Andrew.
Oh, hi. I'm Andrew, or Awu, Senpai Awu, whatever. I'm eating a taco.
Very good.
And like Casey said, met all these people on the internet. I don't do anything. I attempted making videos. I'm not that great. Yeah.
He just exists. That's his major
Yeah, I
role.
exist. That.
Yeah.
I am a good friend, though.
Yeah.
Very self-centered, too.
Makes for a good friend.
Yeah. I am the Lone Deranger, also known as Justin. I have also been a very quiet YouTube presence since about 2007. I've done various
Hello,
videos.
Justin.
Hi. I've done various videos over the years. I currently do streaming with Genki,
Mhm.
and I also do a bunch of other stuff, which I won't go into because I would go on forever, and I don't feel like bloating my ego. So let's move on to our special guest of the night, which is Siege. Take it away, Siege.
Hi, I'm Siege. My real name is Chris. I went to film school. Haven't found money in doing that yet, so I've been wasting my time making a stupid NASCAR machinima and stupid Toho cartoons. I'm on this show thanks to Justin, who I've known for a few years from the NASCAR side of things. So thanks for having me on.
Awesome.
No problem. Great to have
And yeah.
Hi, I'm Andrew, and I'm an alcoholic.
you.
Hi, Andrew.
All right.
But okay, so yeah, let's start talking about fan fiction. I think I'm the only person here who actually has any real experience in writing fan fiction. Would that be wrong to say?
Do you write fan fiction?
I used to.
I've written a form of fan fiction, I guess.
Oh, really? What would that fan fiction
I wrote a 24-line portal poem, like way back when. Does that count?
Do you still have it? Would you like to share it with the class?
No, fuck no. I don't have that either. I actually deleted the account that it was on. I had it on a Pastebin account.
Didn't you tell me that one?
Yeah, I did. Well, way back when.
Yeah.
It's
Was
a
it
long time
super
ago.
crappy, or was it? Or do you?
It was alright. It wasn't great. I'm not proud of it.
Well, then we don't want to talk about it because we're talking about bad fan fiction here.
Yeah.
Bad fan fiction. But I can tell you, even though I still have a lot of the fan fiction I wrote on my page, I think most of it is absolute shit. I think it's terrible. Totally terrible.
That's a very high way to think of yourself.
Yeah, but you know what? I keep it up on the website because it reminds me that how far I've come with my writing skills.
It's all about
So,
beauty
yeah.
in the eye of the beholder. Yeah.
I would say that.
That base.
So-
I think everybody's their own toughest critic, really,
Yeah.
when it comes down. But do you have anything to say about this, each?
Yeah, you're definitely your own toughest critic, unless you, of course, write on the level of some of the more infamous bad fan fiction, in which case, you probably think your shit is gold.
Oh yeah, right. Yeah,
And anyone who dares to criticize you is a stupid prep.
and troll. Yeah, speaking of stupid preps, I think we should talk about our first really, really bad fan fiction. I think this is a classic. If you've been on the internet for more than like a year, you probably like the dark depths of the internet. There you
Yeah.
go. You probably know about this fan fiction. It is called My Immortal. It is a Harry Potter fan fiction, and it is absolutely terrible. I've done multiple. Siege and I have done multiple readings of it a few times, and why don't you tell us a little bit about My Immortal?
This is a good topic.
Yeah. Oh, is it a good taco? Why don't you tell me about this taco?
Well,
Is it nipply?
very.
It's a
Okay,
taco
that's all I need to know.
entirely consistent.
Sage,
of
why don't you-
nipples.
Sage, why don't you tell us a little bit about the My Immortal?
Yes, My Immortal is a 44 chapters, several something thousand word opus by a special person going by the name Tara Gillespie. It is, again, a Harry Potter fan fiction told from the warped perspective of the author insertion character, Ebony, or Inobi, as she spells it for most
Inobi.
of the story. Inobi, Darkness, Dementia, Raven Way. She has long, gothic, with an F, ebony black hair, and it seems like at least 3 times a chapter we get an elaborate description of her costume.
Oh yeah.
And everybody is gothic, spelled
Except for Dub Preps.
Yes, except for Dub Preps.
But so how about we give these everybody who's listening a little sneak peek into this? How about we okay, yeah, so go to chapter 1. Does anybody want to read it, or should I?
I'm
Who are you
eating
talking to?
very crunchy croutons, so. I also have a salad.
Oh, wow.
Oh, what kind of salad is it?
Nipply salad.
A nipply salad.
Damn.
Okay.
You want to hear the crouton? It goes.
That was a
Wait,
beautiful crunch.
that one wasn't as crunchy as the others.
Beautiful crunch.
That was a good crunch.
Most of the other ones were like really crunchy. Anyways, continue.
No, I think that was great.
It was a good
that was
tangent.
riveting.
Mhm.
That was riveting podcast
I
material
needed
right
to
there.
know that, actually. It's part of my research
I
for
did.
crunchy croutons, actually.
That wasn't very crunch of you.
Ongoing.
Yes. Okay. So yeah, I think I will volunteer and oh, excuse me. Read the first chapter of My Immortal. Here we go. Chapter 1. AN. Special thanks. Get it cuz I'm gothic to my new GF. Ew, not in that way. Raven, Bloody Tears 666 for helping me with the story and spelling. You rock. Justin, you're Justin. Oh. You're the love of my depressing life. You rock too. MCR rocks.
I'm very sorry, Justin.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank
Justin,
you.
I was unaware you were in a relationship.
I'm unaware that I am either.
MCR definitely rocks, though. That's the important part of that little excerpt there.
That was the most important.
Yeah.
Okay. Continuing. Hi, my name is Ebony Darkness Dementia Raven Way. I have long ebony black hair. That's how I got my name. With purple streaks and red tips that reaches the mid-back and icy blue eyes like limpid tears. And a lot of people tell me I look like Amy Lee.
Hi, Ebony.
A.N. If you don't know who she is, get the hell out of here. I'm not related to Gerard Way, but I wish I was because he's a major fucking hottie. I'm a vampire because but my teeth are straight and white. Wow, why did it have to be white? I have pale white skin. Once again, why did it have to be white? I'm also a witch, and I go to a magic school called Hogwarts in England, where I'm a 7th year. I'm 17. I'm goth, in case you couldn't tell, and I wear mostly black.
And this is about one of 3 instances in which she actually spells goth right.
Huh.
3? There's 3?
Should have a little bit of a
Perhaps.
golf clap for her. Very good.
Yeah, golf clap for...
Mhm. Good spelling. Very good. Top
yes,
notch.
indeed. And I wear mostly black. I love Hot Topic and buy all my clothes from there.
Dude, me too.
I'll be honest, I have bought a few clothes from Hot Topic. So they have nice band shirts.
Mhm.
For example, today I was wearing a black corset with matching lace around it. Is this gonna be just? It's nothing but just her describing.
It's just she really likes
You know?
to
Hi,
describe her
Ebony.
character literally.
Yeah.
Hi, Ebony. I would really like to know what you're wearing.
A good
Well-
third of this first chapter is costume porn.
For
Nice.
For example, today I was wearing a black corset with matching lace around it and a black leather miniskirt, pink fishnets, and black combat boots. I'm trying to visualize this, okay? And it's just,
You're
I've got it.
it's just,
Got it
the only thing I can visualize is just one of those really just fat
I was gonna say,
teens.
kind of heavy set, you know, wearing a
heavy
little
set.
bit too tight of a corset, and those fishnets kind of look like a honey ham, you know, kind of popping out in between the strings a little bit, you know. That's how it works.
Okay, I was wearing black lipstick, white foundation, black eyeliner, and red eyeshadow. Ooh.
you're matching today, Ebony. You're matching very well.
I was walking outside Hogwarts. Oh, finally, we're talking about something not
Woo!
costly. It was snowing and raining, so there was no sun, which I was very happy about. A lot of preps stared at me. I put up my middle finger at Hey, Ebony! Oh, shit, I just lost my spot. Shouted a voice. I looked up, it was... ... Draco Malfoy! Ooh, what a hottie. What's up, Draco? I asked. Nothing, he said shyly. But then I heard my friends call me and I had to go away. End of chapter. A.N. Is it good? Please tell me. Fangs!
Ebony, you have friends?
Seriously. Well, that was art. That was the 2001 of fanfiction.
She's
Like-
very self-centered, this Ebony.
I disagree. I think that she's just trying to be strong and independent. That's
'Cause
all.
She
That's
puts a
it.
lot of time. She invests a lot of time in describing her outfit, whereas the
I'm
outside.
pretty sure that's what she was wearing in real life.
Well,
Three
you know,
out of
maybe
three
she made it herself. I don't know.
Maybe.
Maybe that's why.
She forged it.
She forged it.
with
What is this?
the
fucking
leather
Skyrim?
hides. With the leather hides of 12 pigs.
To finish her honey ham look.
Yes. Jeez.
We're gonna play a game called Bump. If any of you have played that,
I've never played it.
You never played Bump while you were reading a book in high school or elementary school?
That's called popcorn where I'm from, so I'm sorry.
Oh, it's called Bump here.
Okay. Well, it makes sense.
We didn't really have a name for it. We would just explain it.
Okay, well, I'm gonna hand it over to somebody else. I'm gonna hand it over to Casey.
All right.
You're up.
I need to
Chapter 2.
find where we're at.
Yeah, me too. I'm just opening it right now.
Nice job, guys.
Chapter 2. AN. Fangs to Bloody Tears 666. For helping me with the chapter. What the fuck? I didn't even know Fangs was actually supposed to be thanks. Alright then. By the way, perhaps stop flaming my story. Okay. The next day,
Preps.
I woke up in my bedroom. It was snowing and raining again. I opened the door of my coffin and drank some blood from a bottle I had, just lying around. My coffin was black ebony, and inside it was hot pink velvet with black lace on the ends. I got out of my coffin and took off my giant MCR t-shirt, once again referencing her heavy set, which I used for pajamas. Instead, I put on a black leather dress, a pentagram necklace, combat boots, and black fishnets. I put on 4 pairs of earrings in my pierced ears and put my hair in a kind of messy bun. My friend, Willow, A.N. Raven, this is you, woke up then and grinned at me. She flipped her long waist-length raven black hair with pink streaks and opened her forest green eyes. She put on her Marilyn Manson t-shirt with a black mini... what? Fishnets and pointy high-heeled boots. I'm assuming she meant mini skirt, but I'm not entirely too sure. We put on our makeup.
Who the fuck knows this bitch?
Black lipstick, white foundation, and black eyeliner. OMFG, I saw you talking to Draco Malfoy yesterday, she said it excitedly. Yeah, so, I said blushing. Do you like Draco? She asked as we went out of the Slytherin common room and into the Great Hall. No, I fucking don't, I shouted. Yeah, right, she exclaimed. Just then, Draco walked up to me. Hi, he said. Hi, I replied flirtily. Guess what? He said. What? I asked. Well, Good Charlotte are having a concert in Hogsmeade, he told me. Oh my fucking god, I screamed. I love Good Charlotte. They are my favorite band, besides MCR. Well, do you want to go with me? He asked. I gasped. I'm gonna pass this on to our good friend Siege. Chapter 3.
Oh, you shouldn't have.
Oh, he's just so honored.
Alright. Chapter 3. Author's note. Stop flammin' da story preps okay. Otherwise, thanks to da gothic people for da good reviews. Fangs Egan Raven. Oh yeah. BTW, I don't own dis or da lyrics for good Shrelot. On the night of the concert, I put on my black lace-up boots with high heels. Underneath them were ripped red fishnets.
Ripped.
Then I put on a
She's
black
fat.
Then I put on a black leather mini dress with all this corset stuff on the back and front. I put on matching fishnet on my arms. I straightened my hair and made it look all spiky. I felt a little depressed then, so I slit one of my wrists.
Just casually.
Just, yeah, it's like, la 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 la, slit, slit, slit. Here I go.
And she does this a lot in this story. I read a depressing book while I waited for it to stop bleeding, and I listened to some GC. I painted my nails black and put on tons of black eyeliner. Then I put on some black lipstick. I didn't put on foundation because I was pale anyway. Then why were you wearing it before?
Really, I would like to quickly interrupt you. I think that a crucial plot point is in here. We need to figure out what the depressing book was that she read.
Mm-hmm.
I think we need to figure that out. I personally think that it was Sarah Palin's autobiography.
Mm-hmm.
Would anybody disagree with that?
I wouldn't disagree.
Okay.
It could be John F. Kennedy's secretaries.
I would like to
Wow,
also
you're
point
boring.
out how she's almost made the risk cutting a daily ritual. You know how most depressed people, just take a Xanax or something. She just decides, you know what, I'm just gonna slit my wrist a few times. Not an unhealthy habit at all. Just
Like she kind of, I visualize her doing it like she's playing a violin, just really beautifully.
a violin with a razor.
I wish you guys could see. I wish you guys could see me moving my hand across my wrist right now. It's a great visual.
Ever so gracefully. Yes.
Yeah. Anyway, you can continue now, Siege.
I drank some human blood, so I was ready to go to the concert. I went outside. Draco was waiting there in front of his flying car. He was wearing a Simple Plan t-shirt. They would play at the show too. Baggy black skater pants, black nail polish, and a little eyeliner. Author's note, a lot for cool boys wear it, okay?
No, they don't.
Hi, Draco, I said in a depressed voice. Hi, Ebony, he said back. We walked into his flying black Mercedes-Benz. The license plate said 666, and flew to the place with the concert. On the way, we listened excitedly to Good Charlotte and Marilyn Manson. We both smoked cigarettes and drugs.
So hardcore.
When we got there, we both hopped out of the car. We went to the mosh pit at the front of the stage and jumped up and down as we listened to Good Charlotte. You come in cold, you're covered in blood. They're all so happy you've arrived. The doctor cuts your cord, hands you to your mom. She sets you free into this life, sang Joel. I don't own the lyrics to that song. Joel is so fucking hot, I said to Draco, pointing to him as he sung, filling the club with his amazing voice. Suddenly, Draco looked sad. What's wrong? I asked as we moshed to the music. Then I caught on. Hey, it's okay. I don't like him better than you, I said. Really? Asked Draco sensitively, and he put his arm around me, all protective. Really, I said. Besides, I don't even know Joel, and he's going out with Hillary fucking Duff. I fucking hate that little bitch, I said disgustedly, thinking of her ugly, blonde face. The night went on really well, and I had a great time. So did Draco. After the concert, we drank some beer and asked Benji and Joel for their autographs and photos with them. We got GC concert tees. Draco and I crawled back into the Mercedes-Benz, but Draco didn't go back to Hogwarts. Instead, he drove the car into... Dun, dun, dun! The Forbidden Forest!
Oh my god!
End of chapter 3.
How could he?
So exciting. This story is just getting more and more exciting with every chapter. Woof woof, by the way.
And I don't believe Andrew has gotten a turn yet.
Yeah, I
It's
think
your
he
turn.
deserves a turn.
And Andrew, you get the best line in the whole story.
Yes, you do. You do get the best line. You have to make it sound super awesome.
Yes.
Watch me bomb the reading, because you
Yeah.
got the worst reader here.
Don't worry. It'll help because it's in caps, so it'll help you enunciate it.
Okay. Chapter 4, A.N. I said... I said stop flaming. Okay, Ebony's name is Ebony. Not
Nobi.
Mary.
Parents. Are you gonna make it through this or not?
No.
At least you're honest.
Inobi, not Mary Sue, okay? Draco is so in love with her that he is acting deferent day in echo before, okay?
Do you wanna bump this to Casey's dog, because we could. If you want.
Oh my god. Well, she won't shut
Probably
up.
read it better than me.
Yeah.
Draco, I shouted, what the fuck do you think you are doing? Draco didn't answer, but he stopped the flying car, and he walked out of it. Wait, so were they in the air, or?
I hope so.
Just fucking walk out of it. Please.
The end. Next story.
I walked out of it too curiously. What the fucking hell? I asked angrily. Ebony, he asked. What? I snapped. Or, what? I snapped. Draco leaned in extra close, and I looked into his gothic red eyes. Hey, spelled gothic, right? He was wearing colored contacts, which revealed so much depressing sorrow and evilness. And then suddenly, I didn't feel mad anymore. And then suddenly, just as what?
His colored contacts showed his depression. Their face.
And then suddenly, hold on. Okay.
Everybody, breathe.
And then suddenly, just as Draco kissed me passionately, Draco climbed on top of me, and we started to make out keenly against a tree.
Keenly, Andrew.
He took off my top, and I took off his clothes. I even took off my bra. Then he put his thingy into my you-know-what, and we did it for the first time.
She never took off her pants, by the way.
She just didn't have them on.
She wasn't
remember?
wearing any to begin with.
Yeah.
It's through the fishnets.
Oh god.
He's stuffing the ham.
He's stuffing the ham. Oh god. Jesus.
Oh. There's no way I was gonna do that sexually. Oh. I screamed. I was beginning to get an orgasm. We started to kiss everywhere, and my pale body became all warm, and then...
Stop right there. Everybody brace yourselves.
I
ahead.
want somebody else to read that.
Okay,
Yell.
okay, I'll do it. You ready? What the hell are you doing, you motherfuckers?
It was Dumbledore.
That was perfect.
End of chapter.
End of chapter 4.
That was so hot. That was hotter than pretty much
It was hot.
any of those Harlequin romances that you see on like the fucking giant.
Hotter than 50 Shades of Grey.
50 Shades of Gay.
Should we keep reading or talk about this?
I think we should talk about this a little
A little bit.
before we continue.
So we had a chain of events that all led up to some interesting
Dumbledore.
sex through fishnets.
Some really hot sex. Yeah, through fishnets.
Yeah. And I'm a little uncomfortable.
What, CJ,
I have-
thoughts on that?
We have also learned that Andrew cannot read the story out loud.
Yeah, Andrew cannot read the story, so you are banned from reading this story.
Banned.
Yes,
Steve,
Dumbledore's introduction is a perfect summary of this story. A perfect analysis.
Sticks to
I
the lore
agree.
pretty well, you know? Dumbledore.
the lore has been, yeah. I mean,
It's
it
pretty
sticks.
much canon.
It's canon if it was, not canon.
You know
So-
how Malfoy had sex with a fat gothic girl in the Forbidden Forest all those years ago?
I remember that.
Yeah.
I remember reading that. It's
Yep.
in like the Harry Potter and the gangbang that could.
Yeah. Exactly.
Oh my god.
And the goths who were stoned. Yep, that's the one.
Oh yeah, because weren't they smoking cigarettes and drugs?
Yep.
Diggers and drugs. And listening to and I'm very ashamed that this person listens to Marilyn Manson, because I actually respect Marilyn Manson as a
Oh no,
feminist.
she doesn't.
Oh, you never know.
It's a name drop, really.
It could be. I hope so. I hope it's just a name drop. But I feel ashamed that his name is even mentioned in this.
Well, if it makes you feel any better, she hardly ever spells it right. So you can
pretty
pretend it's somebody
sure
else.
It's just
That's Merlin.
Cheap Chinese imitation.
she
Merlin Mason.
probably just listens to the cover of Tainted Love. If I know goth people pretty well, so
It's actually I actually like that cover.
it's
Honestly.
a good cover.
So do
but,
I.
I mean, if I were to see any goth person listening to like any song, just specifically
Or
of Marilyn
Personal
Manson.
Jesus.
Or Personal
Personal
Jesus.
Jesus.
That's another good
Which,
one.
by the way, was probably their worst cover because they did absolutely nothing to change the song.
True.
Tainted love.
Who are you gonna bump it to?
It's your choice.
I'm gonna have to bump it back to Casey.
Jesus Christ. All right.
Jazz is Chris.
Chapter 5. Author's note. Stop flaming. If you flam it, men's, you're a prep or a poser. The only reason Dumbledore swore is 'cause he had a headache, okay? And on top of that,
Did?
he was mad at them for having sex. P.S. I'm not updating until I get 5 good reviews. Dumbledore
Well, that shouldn't take too long.
made and Draco and I follow him. He kept shouting at us angrily. You ludicrous fools, he shouted. I started to cry tears of blood down my pallid face. Draco comforted me. When we went back to the castle, Dumbledore took us to Professor Snape and Professor McGonagall, who were both looking very angry. It's very descriptive. They were having sexual intercourse in the Forbidden Forest, he yelled in a furious voice. Why did you do such a thing, you mediocre dunces? Asked Professor McGonagall. How dare you? He demanded Professor Snape. And then Draco shrieked, because I love her. Everyone was quiet. Dumbledore and Professor McGonagall still looked mad, but Professor
Should have
Snape
had a
said,
pregnant pause there.
fine. Very well. You may go up to your
Everyone
rooms.
was quiet.
Draco
and I
Malfoy.
went upstairs while the teachers glared at us. Are you okay, Ebony? Draco asked me gently. Yeah, I guess. I lied. I went to the girls' dorm and brushed my teeth and my hair and changed into a low-cut black floor-length dress with red lace all around it and black high heels. When I came out, Draco was standing in front of the bathroom and he started to sing I Just Want to Live by Good Charlotte. I was so flattered, even though he wasn't supposed to be there. We hugged and kissed. After that, we said goodnight, and he reluctantly went back into his room. Chapter 6.
Still a better love story than Twilight.
That was so fucking beautiful.
Who would
Like,
to?
I mean it. I was
I'm gonna-
crying a little
I'm
at
gonna
the
have
end
to
there.
pass this back to Lewis, because he hasn't read in a little while.
Okay.
So,
I haven't read in a little while. That's very true.
other than that brilliant quote by Dumbledore, that was a... just
Yeah, I
perfect.
just-
Which I would have.
I think that I could totally see him saying that too. That would be totally canon, by the way.
The mother fukers, yeah. Definitely.
Other fukers.
Yep.
You know,
As
it's
much
sad.
as-
It's sad. I fear that I think that we'll probably do 2 more chapters and then we'll maybe move on to a new story.
True.
It's sad because we're probably not
Sounds
going to
good.
reach. We're probably not going to reach the point where grammar just becomes horrible, like totally really bad.
As Mike Ratana emerges from his slumber.
Oh my God! Everybody, look! We have special guest Macro Tater Tots.
The
Yay!
Second special guest.
Yeah.
Yes.
Second special guest,
Ta-da-da-da.
Mike Tater Tots. Why don't you tell us a little bit about yourself?
I just woke up, because I'm a fuck up.
Oh, okay. That's awesome. And why are you qualified to be in this podcast?
Interviews.
I'm sorry, we were before we started this podcast, we were making jokes about doing a roundtable to introduce ourselves. We're like, why? We were like, it's going to turn into an interview. Like, why are you qualified to be in this podcast? What are your qualifications? Why should you be in this and not everybody else?
Because I know people, and I'm cooler than you.
Damn.
Sorry, we already got
Nah.
people like that.
Yeah, sorry, we already got people like that. We already got Siege. Sorry. Spots.
Tears.
Hi, Mike.
Hi. Long time no see.
Yes.
Anyway, so we
Chapter 6.
where did we leave off? We left off at chapter 6, right?
And I had
Of
passed
My
it on to
Immortal.
Lewis.
Yes.
And if you like,
Oh,
he could pass it on to Mike for his first reading.
Would you like to do the reading, Mikhail?
Um.
That sounds like a yes to me, guys.
Fuck you.
There you go.
So
We're
we're
on-
just reading.
Well, we are reading and we are critiquing this wonderfully written story.
It is
Fine,
so
give me a
articulate
sec, let me get
and
something to
incredibly
drink.
intelligent,
Very-
flawless
very
English.
well. Very well. Yes.
I know. I've seen it before. So
were
I'm just
blessed.
reading it.
Yes, we are up to we are up to chapter 6. So, and you can go through it, and if you have something to say about what's going on in the story, if you just feel inspired to say something, please just yell it out. I believe that it will happen many times. It's
So
happened to me
my
at least.
immortal. Chapter 6. AN. Shit up, prep's okay. PS. I will not update until I give me good revows. The next day I woke up in my coffin. I put on a black miniskirt that was all ripped around the end, and a matching top with red skulls all over it, and high-heeled boots that were black. I put on 2 pairs of skull earrings
Do you really
and
need
2
2
crosses
pairs?
in my ears. I spray painted my hair
Wow.
with purple.
With purple. Just with
Hardcore.
purple. Not
In the
not-
Great Hall, I ate some Count Chocula cereal with blood instead of milk and a glass of red blood. Suddenly
This-
somebody bumped into me. All the
Red
blood
blood.
spilled over my top.
That's hot.
Bastard! I shouted angrily. I regretted saying it when... hang on. When I looked up because I was looking into the pale white face of a gothic boy with spiky black
Spelled
hair with
gothic,
red
right?
streaks.
Hmm?
Yeah, actually did.
3. That's 3 times.
He was wearing so much eyeliner that I was going down his face, and he was wearing black lipstick. Wait, what?
It was actually just the eyeliner that
I
just kind
was
of
going-
transitioned into his lipstick.
No, the way that that's just phrased, like I was going down his face. What?
He was going down on she was having oral sex with
Exactly.
his face.
Oh well, I mean that kind of makes sense.
Yeah.
Pulled down her pants and just started going, and it dribbled down his face.
He didn't have glasses anymore, and now he was wearing red contact lenses, just like Draco's, and there was no scar on his forehead anymore. He had a manly stubble on his chin. He had a sexy English accent. He looked exactly like Joel Madden. John Madden! He was so sexy that my body went all hot, and I saw him kind of like an erection, only I'm a girl, so I didn't
Okay,
get one,
one.
you sicko. I'm so sorry, he said in a shy voice. That's alright, what's your name? I questioned. My name's Harry Potter, although most people call me Vampire these days, he grumbled. Why? I exclaimed. Because I love the taste of human blood, he giggled. Well, I am a vampire, I confessed. Really? He whimpered. Yeah, I roared. We sat down to talk for a while. Then Draco came up behind me and told me he had a surprise for me, so I went away with him.
Ooh, that was exciting.
It's
Seeing
exhilarating.
Vampire for the first time.
I may have popped a boner.
It is. I kind of got an erection too, except I'm a man, and I mean I'm a
Sicko.
boy, so I don't get those. You sicko. I'm a girl, actually. See, plot twist. Okay. Well, we have we can read. I think we'll read one more chapter, and who do you want to bump it to? Mr.
I
Micmac.
think it should be Lewis,
Tater
because he
Tits.
hasn't read in a while. That's just me personally.
Okay.
And then we can continue our
Okay.
popcorn
If that's how you feel,
after that. Yeah, popcorn.
our podcorn. That our podcorn, and then we'll talk
Yes.
about it all on the face blah.
Yes. Yes.
How exciting. Okay.
Yes.
This next chapter. Ooh. How exciting. This one has
Cool.
a name, has a subtitle for the chapter.
Ooh.
It is called Chapter 7, Bring Me to Life. Author's note. Well, okay, you guys. I'm only writing this because I got 5 God reviews in BTW. I won't write the next chapter till I get 10 God bonds. What? 10 God bonds. What does that even mean? Stone slamming, or I'll report you. Ebony isn't Marie Sue, okay? She isn't perfect. She's a satanist.
Damn it, Marie, they're minerals.
And she has problems. She's depressed.
Oh.
Oh, she spelled depressed right. For God's sake. Draco and I held our pale white hands with black nail polish as we went upstairs. I was wearing red satanist stings on my nails in red nail polish. Author's note. See, does that sound like a Marusu to you?
So good.
I waved to Vampire. Dark misery was in his depressed eyes. I guess he was jealous of me that I was going out with Draco. Anyway, I went upstairs excitedly with Draco. We went into his room, woof woof, and locked the door. Then, ... We started Frenching passively.
Just a little bit.
Passively.
What does that even mean? They're like,
Kinda want to do this. I'm not. Just gonna hang out here.
Yeah. May I?
I don't want to, but I'm just gonna. Kinda.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So no, that's.
Yeah.
I don't want to, but if you want to,
Yeah.
passive aggressive there.
Passive
That would have been funnier.
aggressively.
We were Frenching passively aggressively.
Oh god. This story.
Anyway, we started Frenching passively, and we took each other's clothes, and we took off each other's clothes enthusiastically. He felt me up before I took off my top. Didn't we already take off the
I think
clothes?
so.
Enthusiastically, in fact.
Yeah, and wait, did she spell right?
Yeah, that's correct.
Enthusiast. I think that's correct.
Hmm?
Oh, okay. Woof woof.
But she can't even spell off.
Of my
Yeah.
god.
Then I took off my black leather bra, and he took off his pants. We went on the bed and started making out naked. And then he put his boy's thingy in mine, and we had sex. See, is that stupid?
You, Ebony, having sex? Yes, that is stupid. That is a horrible, horrible idea.
How old are you, Ebony?
She mentioned at the beginning of the story that she was 17.
No
Wait,
wonder.
she's 17. Sorry, yeah, she's 17.
Which in some places is the age of consent.
Then why does she?
What is the age of consent in England? Anybody wanna do a quick Google search of that? That'd be super swell. Actually, I'll do it myself.
16.
16. Fun
Woo, I'm
facts.
legal.
Fun facts
I'm not
for
legal.
everybody, for the 5 people that are going to be listening to this one day.
Just 5.
The age of consent in the UK is 16.
All right.
Right. So I am back.
You've been gone.
And- Yes.
Anyway,
I am never getting another HP again.
really, you're never getting another HP. Why is that?
Because their heat sinks are terrible and faulty.
Oh, your computer overheated again, isn't it?
Yeah.
That's why we didn't know it.
Because there's no, hey, I'll be back. Or goodbye.
He did
Yeah,
type in
I don't.
chat.
It's
Yeah,
just-
Oh, he did.
Yes.
I didn't
Yeah.
notice. Oh, well. Okay.
All right,
Anyway,
keep going.
you missed the hot passive Frenching.
Okay.
Anyway, back where we left off. Oh, Draco! Draco! I screamed while getting an orgasm when all of a sudden I saw a tattoo I had never seen before on Draco's arm. It was a black heart with an arrow through it. On it in bloody gothic writing
Bloody
Well.
gothic.
were the words vampire. Dun dun dun.
By the way, vampire is one word.
She had to mention that. It's important.
I was so angry. You bastard! I shouted angrily, jumping off the bed. No, but you don't understand, Draco pleaded, but I knew too much. No, you fucking idiot, I shouted. You probably have AIDS Yeah, a 17-year-old kid has AIDS, okay?
You never know,
This is in
man.
Africa, okay?
He gets around.
And then stomped out. Draco ran out, even though he was naked. He had a really big you-know-what, but I was too mad to keep... I stomped out and did so until I was in Vampire's classroom, where he was having a lesson with Professor Snape and some other people who care. Which fucking... Who fucking cares who they are, right? Vampire Potter, you motherfucker! I yell. Oh, so much AIDS in this one. Who knew that the threat of STDs were prevalent in the world of Harry Potter? I mean, I didn't know.
Can't you just like use a spell like Wingardium Begone AIDS?
All right.
Wingardium Begone Aidsia.
It almost seems like they didn't even try.
Seriously, you don't need to worry about that in a magical world.
Yeah. It's
Cure
all
anything.
just poof and it's gone.
You're probably gonna get eaten by all the monsters that lurk in Hogwarts before you can feel the effects of gonorrhea or whatever.
That's
Yeah.
very true.
Yeah.
Expecto but AIDS.
It's gone
Expecto
as
the
quick
AIDS.
as your virginity is in this Harry Potter world.
Wingardium Virginiosa.
May your virginity fly away.
Whoosh.
Don't forget to fucking switch the shit out of your wand.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, that was a little preview of the
Ah.
wonderful story of My Immortal,
Mhm.
written by Tara Gillespie. You can look at it on fanfiction.net. If
We'll link
we
in the
post this
description.
we'll link it in the description wherever we post this.
Thank you, Tara Gillespie.
Thank you so much.
It was a
For
pleasure.
being such a troll poster.
Yeah, I
Mhm.
think we
Such a
should.
troll writer.
Yeah, we should quickly move on to our next story, which is a love story. It is another love story. It is called Left, Right, Left. It is a Tetris fanfiction.
Oh,
What?
shit.
It is a Tetris fanfiction. I think people don't understand the potential that we have when writing Tetris fanfiction here. There's so much you
Tetris
could do.
fanfiction.
Yeah.
Like, you guys don't
Pages
seem to
of stuff.
understand that.
Pages.
Pages! Absolutely. Fucking pages of this
Mhm.
shit. Like, on fanfiction.net alone, there's about, I'd say, a little over 100.
It's good. It's
Yeah.
quality stuff.
So, here's the description. It is written by Kigano. I believe that's how you say it. I have no idea.
Mhm.
It is the description is, they moved. Nothing else to say.
Wow.
How moving.
Yes. Aha, puns! Ha ha! Ha ha, aren't you great? Anyway, here we go. The fat square block moved over to the right. The long light blue block. Oh, this is hot. The long
my
light
God.
blue block saw the square coming and moved to the left. The square
Wait, no, wait, back up. How did they spell coming?
regularly, normally.
Okay.
The square suddenly moved to the left and landed next to the other block, and they shared a long moment together.
Wait, are you guys streaming this right now?
Yes. No, we're not. We're not streaming it. It's recorded.
We're recording. So we're gonna have to edit that out in post-production. God damn you, Mike! I hate you.
My job's gonna be really fun.
LOL. You mad?
Nah. Of all the flavors, Mike, you had to choose salty.
Out of all these flavors, you still choose to be salty.
All right.
Okay, continuing. And they shared a long, tender moment together. The end. Let's talk about the story, guys.
Beautiful.
Sounds like Tetris.
I think it does. It's
like
very
the
lore
way-
friendly.
The square suddenly moved to the left and landed next to the other block. That was such a tender moment between the two of
Touching.
them. Yep.
Beautiful.
Mm-hmm.
Sage, do you have anything to say about this wonderful story?
I'm looking forward to the sequel where the row clears and they are torn apart, and they must find each other once more.
They deteriorate
that is-
and reform.
That
at
is
the top.
some philosophical shit right there.
Mm.
That
Everything.
is deep.
That is very deep. That is deep in a philosophical and sexual way.
Mm-hmm.
That is riveting. I love that. See, this is why we brought you on this podcast today.
Exactly. Very intellectual stuff here.
Yes.
NPR quality stuff. Right here.
Yeah, we're gonna be the next next hit program on NPR, guys.
Mm-hmm. Bet your ass.
Anyway, so yes, that was a great story.
10 out of 10 square blocks would
Mm-hmm.
move left.
Yep.
Again,
Suddenly.
suddenly. We now move on to the next story. It is a Naruto fan fiction. It is extremely well known.
Wait, I thought we were doing the Jesus and Hitler.
Nope.
No,
You
we're not
fucked
doing
up.
it now that you said that. Nope,
You
get out of
fucked
here.
up.
You're
Too
banned.
offensive?
You're banned. You're banned.
Banned.
Oh.
Banned. Anyway, we are moving on to Naruto Vengeance Revelatons. Siege, why don't you tell us a little bit about it?
This is the Naruto equivalent of My Immortal. It is about this riveting and mature character named Ronin Beelzebub. He is 13 years old, 6 inches tall, and has biceps that are 28 feet around. He comes to Naruto Land and sexes up all the girls.
Damn.
Okay,
Well, attempting to defeat the evil X-Chians.
the evil XCS.
Yes.
Okay, since I believe that you know much more about this than we do, I think that you should have the honor of reading some of this to us, Siege.
Mhm.
You can go ahead whenever
Okay.
you'd like.
Naruto Vengeance Revelatons, or however the hell that is spelled. Okay, so this is a story you just rolled by me. It's in Naruto world, so I hope you guys lick it okay. Author's note, there's no dudes fucking because fit is fucking gross. I'm
Dang
not
it.
a fucking yayo.
Yayo!
Naruto. Vengeance Revelatipns. Chapter 1. New Power.
Wow, he spelled 4 words consecutively correct.
It was 5 days after I left my home for the Philef of Kono Hagakure, which he actually spells right.
I got pasted it.
Fishy.
And when I got there, I met a girl who was really hot. Her name was Sakura. I also met her friends Naruto, Sasuke, and Kakashi. They called themselves Team 7. Anyway, my name is Ronin Beelzebub. I am 13 years old and have just come to the town. I am 6 inches tall and have dark blue hair that looks like Justin Bieber's hair. I don't like him though. Fuck him. He sucks. All modern music fucking sucks. I am very muscular. are and have 28 feet around biceps and huge pecs. And then I also have a huge dick. It's almost 2 feet long and really fat. Plus, I come a lot, okay? I was really excited about moving to a new town because, see, I would finally have some new pussy to fuck, have sex with all the otter girls in my old town. Yiff, yiff.
The otter girl.
This guy must really like furries.
Oh yeah, totally.
Since I was I knew I was speckle because I could shot dark blue light out of my hands. It blew holes in stuff and was really powerful, but I didn't show anybody it because I was afraid they wouldn't understand it and because
How exciting!
Damn.
We'll never find out what he was gonna say.
The new ton was so different because it was Japan and I'm not Japanese. I'm American and Japan is different from America. Though this wasn't really Japan, it was one of the shinobi natans. But I was so cool because the girl all sexy and shit and I wanted to fuck them and they're dripping wet pussies.
So
Jesus
beautiful.
Christ.
I was wearing a really big black cloak and then had a red shoe on. Just a single shoe.
Just one.
Yeah, just a single shoe. You
And
know,
then
when he wants to have sex, he just wants to quickly kick one of them off. He doesn't have time to kick them both off.
I think he needs to find the other one so he can go back to Kansas.
Yes.
Oh.
Ooh.
And then a big chain on my neck and around my waist, and also had a headband like the one in the show, except mine glows blue around it and has knives in it.
Just
When
cause.
I got out of our Hummer, Sakura and her friends were shocked to see me because of the headband. They were like, OMG, I can't believe this. You must be one of us. We have a lot to tell you, so please come on the temple over there, and we can do it.
One of us.
One of us.
Then my headband glowed, and they all gasped. How is this possible? I can sense you have much power to show us. So come over to that temple, and I will show you everything, including she said. Then I took off my headband, the knives grew out, and they said, you are very special and have powers greater than our own. When you come to that temple over there, we will be strong. And then a huge snake fell from the black sky. It was Ochimura.
Suddenly.
Suddenly snakes.
They told me to stand back because I couldn't not hanky this. So they fucked as hard as they ghouled using their ninja powers, but one by one they were defeated. First Sasuke, then Kakashi, then Naruto, and then Sakura. When he had Sakura, I shouted, "Let her go, you monster!" Yes, he saved Sakura for last, and now Mr. Ronin here is concerned. All of a sudden, my eyes turned blue and I began to float. My powers were taking hold of me, and they were all shocked. I grew 10 feet taller and began to figure Maora as best as I could, saving Sakura and blasting him with hot beams of blue light. Sakura fell, and I caught her by saving her. And Orkimaru fell to
Caught
T
her by
ground.
saving her.
And Orkimaru fell to T ground, badly hurt, and then I waved my hands with blue light shooting out, and he was lifted up and thrown and hurt badly again. I flew over to him and roared at him. He was scared. Everybody else was amazing I did this, and he was too. But he said, You are not as powerful as you think. I will be back. You'll see, and it'll die. And then he vanished. Right after he vanished. I fell down to the ground and shrunk back to regular size. All my human strength had been drained, and I ached. Sakura ran to my side, saying, "You are more powerful than all of us combined. You are the chosen one to defeat Orochimaru. Thank you for saving my life." Then she kissed me and rubbed my crotch, saying, "You are very big now. Let's go to the temple and you can heal. Then we can talk about you." Isn't that what you're doing this whole time? They all carried me back to the temple, and I blaked out as we entered.
Oh no, blaked out!
Okay, that's the first chapter. I really want at least 2 reviews until I publish the second chapter. I need to now. People are reading my story. I know it's kind of
losing brain cells.
No.
I've already read enough of these to not lose brain cells.
Yeah.
I know it's kind of different and darkier than usual, but please give me a chance. It's going to get so much awesome. Every Naruto fan will love this. If you love Naruto, write a review, please. End of chapter 1.
Please.
Please.
That was very beautiful.
Yes, I believe that I would give it 6 inches out of 6.
Mm-hmm.
Awkward laughing.
Imagine what this guy looks like. He's 6 inches tall, his biceps that are 28 feet around, and his dick is 2 feet long.
It's too fat, yeah. Oh, and it's really fat, remember?
Yes.
So I just farted. It's bigger than his...
And he comes a lot too.
Yeah, it's bigger than... His dick is bigger than his body.
He just looked like an arm, like some arms and a dick, pretty much. That's what he looked like. There'd be no body to him, like at all.
Arms.
How does he even like fit in buildings?
How does he talk?
You
How
take
does he
one look
still
at
have
him, and you decide, yes, I want that in my bed.
Just arms and a dick.
Pretty much anybody who reads those wonderful Harlequin romances would dream of that.
You don't have to worry about what their face looks like.
Seriously, like, I don't want to see your face. I just want you for your big dick.
And your 28
Thank
foot
you with
around
your-
biceps.
Yeah,
Can't forget
grab me
those.
with your biceps, and what happens is... No, actually, that makes sense. Never mind.
Inobi X Ronin.
That would be a great crossover.
Mm-hmm. That'd
But
be
I think
some interesting
overall,
children.
I would say that this person does it worse. Definitely.
Oh yes, he does.
Mm-hmm.
Let us continue with chapter 2.
I can't tell which one's my
I
favorite.
think we should do 2 more, and we'll move on.
Okay.
Oof.
Popcorn to,
All right.
I guess, Lewis.
Popcorn to me. Oh god, no. Chapter 2 is called Ronin Awakes.
Actually spelled right.
Well, maybe not. Wait, unless...
No,
Oh, yeah,
actually
it is. Oh, yeah, it is actually in the thing. Okay.
Wow.
All right, here we go. I gotta get in. I gotta get in.
Oh yeah, by the way, I have been banned for reading Mike.
Yeah, because he can't stop laughing. You know what?
Yeah.
Okay.
No, I'm gonna make you read the last chapter.
Ah,
I'm gonna make you fucking read this. It's gonna be.
I was gonna
fucking-
say I can read one of the chapters if you want me to.
No, I want to hear him read these.
If it
Okay.
gets too bad, then we'll pass it off to Mike. But
Okay, that seems fair. Okay. Okay, I'm really mad because I didn't get more than 1 review for the first chapter, so I hope this is different because it's good and you'll like it. If not, fuck, you fucking cocksucker! Chapter 2. Ronin awakes after the bog battle. I was very tried and hurt, so everybody helps me. even though I was more powerful than Theme, so now I was hurt and I blaked out after the fight with Akimura. Achimura, how do you say that?
I think it's
You know what? I have no idea what that character's name actually is anymore. Anything goes.
Okay, I'm just gonna start giving them random names. When I woke up, it was the next day, and everybody was glad to see me back. Sakura and I began to have sex when I saw her cunt leaking juice onto the floor. I virtuously fucked her hot, tight, and steamy pussy, though she almost couldn't handle it due to my giant fucking huge dick. It was so big when it went into her organs, though she didn't get hurt except for a bit. As my penis went back and forth inside her vagina. I'm surprised he spelled vagina right. I just lost my place because it's just a wall of text I'm reading, by the way. We both began to moan in pleasure sexily. I was ready to come when she said, pull out, big boy. So I did, and I cumed on her face. The hot load of cum was so big that it complete drenched to her and made her hair really wet and sticky. So she then started licking and sucking on her hair. That's not weird at all. Because, well, I don't have any. My hair isn't long enough to do that. So I don't know. Maybe it. Yeah, hers is. So maybe it tastes good. I don't know. Maybe her mother or her father is Gene Simmons. You never know. Anyway. And sucked on my cock at the same time, but this time she swallowed me and got full on my yum cum. Rhymes full. I'm gonna repeat that, everybody, just because. She got full on my yum cum.
rhymed lol.
Rhymed full.
I thought that said rimmed.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
You know what? I'm just gonna give this guy pity applause. Whatever.
Golf clap.
Yeah. Later, she showed me the temple and doho and stuff, and it was really cool. It was sunny outside. I saw the other guys practicing, though I was eager to see Sakura practice her hot and luscious moves. I knew it would be sensual and sexu. Her sweaty and heaving body kicked and bound and leaped, and when she was all done and hot, she rubbed her butt up against my huge cock and accidentally let out a fart. Excuse me, haha, accident. But I forgot this guy's a fart fetish. But I liked it, so I asked her to do it again, and it was incredibly and I knew I wanted to fuck her ass next. We went to the dojo and fucked. It was not time, and the suon was out now because it was night. I rammed my dick into her ass, and she took it like a fucking bitch. I totally dominated her. Then we were fucking. Uchi hoo hoo came and yelled and then kidnapped Sakurai. One, I yelled no, but he was gone. I knew I had to get her back, so I asked the other guys to help me, even though they were really weak compared to. I'm hoping he put his clothes on.
No.
Or the.
Doesn't
Woof,
matter.
woof, woof. Right, because
Dick and arms.
What clothes does he have? Yeah, dick and arms.
No tailor would ever take on that challenge.
Little did they know that deep inside me laid a powerful spirit of an ancient creature, and it was about to take over when I saved Sakura. ... Okay, so that was the second chapter. I hope it was God. Please write more reviews. I really need them because they are good. But don't flame, please. Fucking don't flam, fuckers.
Don't flam preps. If you do, I will slit my wrists.
Slit.
Yep.
Like a violin.
Jesus
Okay.
Christ.
So what did we all think of that chapter?
Well done.
Elegant.
I just hope my chapter is not as bad.
It's a longer chapter than the last
A little
one.
bit,
So
I'm prepared.
we should make a drinking game before we
There
start.
is a drinking game
Oh,
based on this.
Oh,
oh,
shit.
well, please do explain. What is the drinking game? Do you know what it is?
On the like description thing on the right side, there's a link to a drinking game.
Oh, there is. Let's see.
Yes.
Chapter
also
2,
drinking.
Journey to Sakura.
Taken from TV Tropes, archived on November 21st, 2011. TV Tropes has since deleted the page.
Boo!
Take a shot every time you see a word with 2 syllables and 6 letters is spelled correctly. Take another if it's 3 syllables. Take a shot every time coitus ensues when they should be fighting. Take a shot for every curb stomp battle. Take a shot for every big no or misspelled variant thereof. Take a shot for every Freudian slip. Take a shot for every moral event horizon crossing by Ronan or the author. Take a shot for every smart remark against homosexuals. 2 shots when he fails to understand how it works.
Take a shot for every spelled or misspelled word.
Take a shot for every incredibly lame pun. 2 shots if the explanation doesn't insult the reader after around chapter 20.
Take a shot for every pointless line of anti-religious bitching. 2 shots when he doesn't get his facts straight.
Take a shot for every sexist line. Well, we're already dead, I think.
Yep. We're
2
gone.
shots
Finish-
if it's...
Finish the bottle when he mentions Richard Dawkins.
Good thing I don't. Good thing I don't drink.
Take a
You're lucky.
shot for Madara's ye old butcheray day English.
Take half a shot. We don't want to kill anybody here. Every time Jake fails to realize how sex or the reproductive system works. And so on.
Yeah, these are just...
That is the Naruto Vengeance Revelations drinking game. I don't recommend that anybody do it.
I do.
Unless you want to get drunk really, really
And
fast.
You know what? I think I'm gonna get
subsequent
some alcohols
poisoning.
before we
I
start
would not-
this up.
I would not wish this upon my worst enemies.
I'm gonna get some alcohols. I'll be right back.
Welcome to Chapter 2, Journey to Sakura.
That's chapter 3.
Yeah, you messed
Oh
up.
crap! Yeah, it is
Jesus.
Chapter 3. that Journey
I
to
think-
Sakura.
I
It threw
think
me
Lewis
off.
actually left.
Yeah, he's going to get
He seriously
alcohols.
is going to get alcohol.
He's got a death wish.
I would too, but unfortunately my fridge is completely empty.
Yeah.
I would too, but I don't drink.
Well, aren't you just...
Although then again, I turned 21 in 1 week, so
I'm back, and I decided that it's too dangerous to have alcohols.
Very good.
You just decided now.
Yes, I was about to grab the weakest drink I could find, which was some peach tree schnapps, and I realized there really wasn't enough in there anyway. So I was like, you know what? I can't have anything else because I'd die.
So he got soda. No.
No, I don't. No, I still have my. I
You
have
could
my glass
Technically
of
limit
lemonade.
yourself
I
to
guess
a
that
few
counts.
rules if you wanted to, and then take on the story because there's only 1 chapter we're reading left now, so
Whatever, it's fine. Well,
It's all
we
right.
can do this. We can do this another time.
we don't want to kill ourselves here. So
Yet.
yeah.
Yet.
Yet.
Anyway, I'm gonna bump this to Andrew. Good luck.
You sound very excited.
Very.
Good luck.
Chapter 3, Journey to Sakura. Author's note. God, WTF, you motherfucking alsos. Okay, duck you. just a fuck you. I don't need to change my spelling. It's good. Besides, what the WTF do you gotta know? This is a great story, so just shut the fuck up and read it. You bitch cunties.
What the fuck?
This is amazing. This is what I've dreamed of.
All right.
It was nighttime, eh? It was nighttime, and me and Sasuke. Wait.
Sasuke.
That's actually spelled right.
This is not the Japanese show that is called Ninja Warrior in the United States.
Okay, Sasuke and we're angry and hungry, and we wanted to find Sasuke.
Wait,
Am I
Hold on,
saying
Sasuke.
that right?
It's pronounced Sasuke.
Sasuke.
wait, it was
It's actually
night-
spelled correctly.
Surprisingly.
Oh,
Hold on, wait, I have to stop you. We have to reread that. It was nighttime, and me and Sasuke were angry and hungry,
Sasuke.
wanted to find Sasuke. So we tried, but couldn't. Just
it was okay. It was nighttime, and me and Sasuke, and we're angry and hungry, and wanted to find Sasuke. so we tried, but couldn't. As we kept looking, we decided it was time to really set out into the Shinobi nations, because we had no idea where.
I'm correcting the spelling error.
Shushimumu.
If you don't say it wrong, I'll fuck you up.
Just go with the Shushumumu. That's the best. There you go.
Shishimura. Or Ishimura.
There you go.
Because we had no idea where Ashuri Mora had taken her to, I just hoped he wasn't dead because I loved her.
See?
Okay.
You're into Fudanari now.
We went across.
Woof woof. See, the dog's excited. Good enough.
Yay.
Fuda farts.
Buddha fart. Woof woof. He's excited. See?
Okay. We went across the world looking for her, and we camped and stuff.
Hey, now that should be another drinking part. Take a shot anytime and comes this bench.
Where he fails to provide descriptors for what else they were doing.
Yeah.
The first knit was hard because I think that's supposed to be night was hard. But the first knit was hard because we weren't used to each other. So, okay, hey, WTF are you doing? Ronan said, Sasuke, weren't we just trying to look for her? Said Sasuke whenever he saw me sucking my own gun. When he saw me sucking my own cock while jacking Og.
Shaking.
Jaking Og.
Jaking Og.
Jaking Og to a picture of Sakura. What does this wait look like to you, Fuker? I could see he was jealous of me a lot because his penis was small, and so was Naruto's and Kakishi. Fuck. They didn't have a giant fucking cock like me. And then I blasted and blew light at him. And he went flying away, so I was left alone to continue sucking my huge dick. And then I go,
Cumed.
this is terrible. Then I cumed all over Sakura's hot picture where her
You see. Like, Gary Busey. Gary Busey.
Gary Pusey.
Wait, where, where Busey was Sokung wet. Sokung wet, and her tits were hung like double L cuff.
Jesus Christ.
Is anyone else imagining Sakura to be really heavy set in this story?
Yep.
Yes.
This is another ham stuffer.
Yep.
They were so big they hurt her back and slapped back and forth when she walked. That's what a bra is for. Slapped back and
Hold on, I'm a
forth
little
when she
confused
walked.
here. Wasn't he just jacking off to the picture?
Yeah.
Yes.
Things change quickly in the Naruto world.
Is the picture now alive?
No.
This is describing what they're like.
Yeah.
They were so big they hurt her back and slapped back and forth when she walked. And she loved it when I stuck my cock between in there because it was hot and big enough for her giant fucking tits. She loved milking them and getting me milk. Ah. I was come. It was so good. I missed Sasuke. I had to. I said Sasuke. Sasuke. I had to find her that fucking gassy skin.
Meanwhile, in Aki Poo-Poo's lair.
Meanwhile, in this,
I already said
Shut
that.
the fuck
Continue.
Raid.
I can't read. Somebody else read.
I'll take care of it.
Do it.
Meanwhile, in Arakimura's Lyre. I got you, you fucking slut. Nobody will get you back. It's aspically not Ronan, you are mine forever. Then Sakura screamed and Siad, please OMG Ronan, please help. Please OMG help me. Ah god, why help now, please. I could tell she was in distress when she leeled, and I knew we were close, so I got Sasuke, Kakashi, and Naruto to get the fuck up, so we could all go save her. She's a girl, so I know how scary Simura must be and how much she'd need saving.
Progressive.
I started to quit a huge fucking hard on when I realized she must be really hot and sweaty and be wearing ripe clothes in Orochimaru's cave. God, it's so fooing hot. I burst my huge nut right there. Anyway, we kept ruining and then fell because we were in Koimura's cave. You know, ha. Well, Pokemon now. I will kill you all. And he was lying because he was evil and he yelled, I am going to ha. He said he said left bracket T semicolon egg jump. This
Let me shit my pants.
Sudden face roll on the keyboard.
I'm sure.
It was his dick falling under the keyboard. Just rolling around.
Oh my.
So,
A huge blue burst came out of it, and it was my powderful spirit that lurked deep inside me. It was a giant blue flamed Dragon, and it blew blue fire. It looked kind of like Blue Eyes White Dragon from Yu-Gi-Oh! And it flew over to Orochimaru, and our fit began. Okay, so that's the end of chapter 3. I know is pretty dark and scary, but I promise it's gonna get even more awesome.
It's great.
Hard to imagine, I know, right, lol? But please review, please, or else I am go.
I like how you broke the fourth wall at the end there with the mentioning of Blue Eyes White Dragon. It's very good.
I know.
I like this. I like the K left bracket T semicolon omega. I like that.
That is some.
I really
Semicolon
hope this
egg
is-
jump. Statistically.
Egg jump.
I really hope this isn't like real and somebody is spelling all this wrong on purpose.
That's probably the case.
Yeah, I hope it's a troll.
Probably is, but it doesn't matter. It's still extremely entertaining to read.
I must save Sakura. Who else's gas am I going to inhale?
What the
That
Stop
that,
Stop
that
semicolon egg jumping over there statistically.
that hot fucking gassy slut. This is just
Read the author's note of the next chapter.
okay. I'll read it.
I'm gonna wait. Who should I popcorn to?
Oh yeah, don't popcorn it to me because I read last.
I'll
chapter.
popcorn to Casey.
Oh fuck.
Well, no,
Yeah,
this is
that's
the end. This is the end. So we're
Oh.
dude, we're just gonna read the thing.
Alright.
Oh, we are? Okay.
Yeah, we're just gonna read the author's note.
Author's note. Hey fucking flamers, you don't have any idea what you're talking about. I saw all you guys review me today and it really pissed me the fuck off, fuckers. So now I'm gonna show you guys how my story can be, fuckers. I bet most of you assholes don't even fucking like anime. Well, guess what? Fuck you. Western nation fucking sucks cock. Anime is better and will always be fucking fucking assholes. I'm sorry. It's got better quality and story and it's not for babies like America animated show. And bet you losers like fucking Lady Gag or some modern pop shit like HRE. Fuck you, fuckers. Naruto fucking rocks. Who the fuck is Terra? Are you calling me a fucking pussy girl? Fuck you, OGG. I am a 13-year-old boy. That means I am mature, unlike you little babies. Haha, fucking fags. Anyway, so I'm gonna continue my story now. All you fans, I fucking have them, you fuckers, can keep on reading and love it. And all you girls, get your pussies dripping wet. Guys, can GTFO. I don't want no dude jacking off to my storu, except me. Ha ha ha. That's yuking gross.
Wait, you don't? I didn't get the memo. Sorry.
Sorry.
Okay, so here is my story again. It's awesome. Prost me.
Roast me. This really is an amazing story, though.
So
Hey, he says that he has fans. I think we're all fans.
we're gonna.
I would consider myself to
I
be his number
I'm
one.
fucking avid right now. Just I want more.
This is amazing.
I might have to
Like,
read.
I wish we could do a full podcast of us just reading
Yeah.
this, but
We have one more.
we need to move on to one more. We have one more
Mhm.
for you guys.
This are so amazing. My penis
Fall off and run out the door.
Wait, we were recording a show?
Oh, we were, I guess. I don't know. Are we?
I'm not
Yeah.
sure.
Oh,
Are we?
Ooh.
maybe. Who the fuck knows anymore? But I'll tell you what we're gonna do anyway, regardless. We're gonna do one more story for you guys. And it's a pretty fucking hot
Mhm.
one. I'll tell you
It's
what.
great.
It's called Jesus and Hitler, a romance. Woof woof. Wow, doggy knows what's up. He fucking wants this. It is written by a very talented author by the name of Angkras. Here's the description. It says Adolf Hitler travels back in time and meets a man who will change his life forever. It is a romance and a drama. Amazing.
Okay, so where are we reading
Has-
this
How
from?
long have we been recording?
I haven't been recording. So where are we all reading this from? Because I'm reading it from fanfiction.net, and they have
Yes, we are reading this from
a pretty
fanfiction.net.
nice little tag section of romance/drama, and then Jesus, just Jesus, not Hitler. I think that's pretty important to note.
It has 927 reviews,
Mm-hmm.
397 favorites, 153 follows.
It's doing pretty well.
Okay.
Why has nobody? Wait. Here it is. Never mind.
He has not yet looked at the page yet.
Okay. Well, Mr. Mike Man,
Yes.
who are you gonna bump this to?
Casey?
All right. So I'm going to read the first chapter. In the year 2025, in the halls of Reichschancellorei, can't even read that, a German soldier,
The Reichschancellor?
Yeah, the Reichschancellor.
Reichschancellorei, sorry, I can't even speak, was running into an office. When he reached the door, he drop-kicked it open. Mein Führer, the Americans are inside Berlin. Adolf Hitler, king of Neo-Germany, looked up from his Volksdesk rapidly. Mein Gott in Himmel, I must escape. Quickly, he ran to his secret underground laboratory. Scientists were running around and conducting scientific experiments. Active the time machine, shouted Hitler. Oh my God, shouted Hitler. Hitler could hear Americans shouting in the tunnel behind him, murdering innocent German scientists and soldiers.
Those poor innocent
satiate
Germans.
their bloodlust. But mein Führer, the temporal coordinates are not set. You could be sent anywhere. It is irrelevant, fool. I must survive so that National Socialism can continue. The thoroughly chastised scientist activated the time machine, and Hitler was thrown through time to 29 AD. When Hitler stepped through the portal, he saw a beautiful man with blue eyes and a long beard. Greetings, my son,
Ooh.
he said. Hitler looked around. Where am I? In Israel, my son. Come have lunch with me. My name is Jesus Christ. Hitler was instantly amazed. He had been a devout Christian all his life, and he was honored to eat dinner with Jesus. During lunch, Hitler explained the tenets of National Socialism to the Messiah. To his delight, Jesus loved it. Within an hour, Jesus was won over to National Socialism. Hitler felt joy in his heart. National Socialism would live on again.
Yay!
While they were-
End of story right there. Just
While
kidding.
they were talking, Hitler found himself checking out Jesus' tight bod. If he wasn't Führer of Germany, but he wasn't Führer anymore, was he? That night, when Hitler and Jesus were in bed together, Hitler said, Jesus, what do you think of love between men? What do you mean, Hitler? Jesus asked. Hitler took a deep breath. He would have to be bold. This is what I meant.
Hold on, wait.
What?
Wait. Why are they in bed together in the first place?
I don't know.
question it.
Before he brings up.
Don't question it. This is what I mean.
Okay.
He leaned over and started Frenching with the Lord. At the same time, he reached down and started tugging on his already turgid member. Christ slept in the buff. Jesus broke off the kiss. Hitler, I don't know if I can do this. It feels so good. So right, yeah, but I'm afraid. I've never been with another man before. I've never been with a man either, Jesus. I'm scared, just like you are. But we can't let our fears rule us. I love you, Jesus. You love me? Hitler's eyes had tears in them. Jesus smiled. Yes, Hitler, I love you. They embraced. Again, they kissed passionately. Hitler continued to jerk Christ off when he... When he began to tense up, Hitler lowered his head to Christ's stiff member and caught Christ's sticky seed in his mouth. There was an incredible amount of it, and it splashed everywhere. When Hitler rose up again, Jesus locked lips with him. He could taste his own salty semen in Hitler's mouth, and he didn't care. Jesus was happy for the first time in his life. I'm going to pass this.
I am.
I just want to say that was probably the best read of the night so far.
I'm going to
Jesus-
pass this on
Jesus Christ, I'm so
to
sorry.
Siege.
This is beautiful.
Okay.
This is blasphemously delicious. Continue.
Chapter 2. Here is the second chapter of my epic romance, long thought lost but rescued by a loyal fan. Please remember that the characters and events of the story are fictional, and I retain all copyrights. Jesus and Hitler had been living together for almost 2 years now. They did everything together. Go shopping, shower, and have intense fuck sessions with teenage slave boys rented from the local Jewish temple. Whatever happened to Hitler's whole National Socialism nation thing? He just kind of forgot about that.
By the way, the word boys is spelled B-O-I-S. Just saying.
Yeah.
And I'd like to point out how Hitler killed 6 million Jews, yet he's doing Jews now.
They were like an old married couple. You know, an old married couple who run slave boys.
Yeah.
Except for one thing. They weren't married. Hitler sought to remedy that. Hitler wrestled Jesus down onto the floor one afternoon and gave the Lord the best blowjob he possibly could, complete with a rimming and a stinking. How eloquent. After our Savior. I do hope no one's listening to this from the other side. There might be some questions.
Continue.
After our Savior blew his load and shared a salty kiss with the Führer, he felt something cold slide onto his softening member. Looking down, he saw it, a golden cock ring with the biggest diamond this side of the Nile. Oh, Addie, does this mean what I think it means?
Addie!
Hitler was too choked up to say anything, but he nodded. Jesus threw his arms around the Aryan hunk. Oh, Hitler, you've made me the happiest girl in the world. He paused. But we'll have to get my father's permission first, and he doesn't know I'm gay. We'll have to go to heaven to talk to him. Hitler was confused, but Jesus explained his plan to him, and he agreed. That night, they snuck into Pontius Pilate's palace and started murdering every woman and child they could find. They stole from room to room, crushing skulls and slitting throats, until a centurion found a little girl with her brains splattered on the floor and raised the alarm. The Lord and the Führer were soon caught and taken to Golgotha to be executed. This way, explained the Anointed One, we won't be committing suicide. Hitler agreed that it was a good plan. Soon after they were crucified, they both died and ascended to heaven.
You know, if that didn't work, that would have gone badly. True Romeo and Juliet story there. Go continue.
They both died and ascended to heaven. There they went into God's living room. Jesus started to introduce Hitler, but God cut him off. I know him. He did some good work for me in the future.
Oh my god!
Well, that explains how they got into heaven after their rampage.
Right.
He gave Hitler a friendly smile, which made him feel uncomfortable. Jesus spoke. Dad, we have something to tell you. Hitler and I. Well, go on, son. We're gay and we want to get married, Jesus blurted out. What? That's impossible. No son of mine is a homo. God raised his hand to slap Jesus, but he was crying too hard. It's okay, Dad. Really, me and Hitler love each other, and we want to spend the rest of our lives together. We came here today because we want your permission to marry. God sighed. Okay, son, if it'll make you happy, ... He leaned in to give Jesus a kiss on the forehead, but he missed and ended up making... But he missed and ended up making out with Jesus. It just kind of accidentally happened. I slipped.
Oops.
They separated, but it was so hot that they were back at each other soon enough. Oh God, what am I doing? Said God. He tore off his clothes. Hitler was already nude, and Jesus slipped off his toga with a shrug.
Oh, well.
Whatever.
Oh my god.
They did everything. Chain bangs, DP, Eiffeling. God even turned off gravity for even wilder positions and switched genders a few times for laughs. Jesus was a hog. and try to get his father and boyfriend to abuse him with both their schlongs at the same time. But Hitler and God managed to share a few intimate moments. After nearly 4 hours of wild lovemaking, all three gods were exhausted.
Calling Hitler a god.
Yep.
A god
Well,
in bed.
apparently God approves of Hitler's doings.
Yes.
So
So he
They
sent
lay-
it to godhood.
they lay in a puddly of sweat and semen. Jesus was bruised and bleeding, but his father bought a potion from a local merchant for 2 gold and healed him conveniently.
Yes.
After that, he sent the 2 love boards back to Earth to get married in a traditional Jewish ceremony. He was sad to see them go, but he knew that he'd just be a third wheel. He went to his bedroom, turned off the TV, and poured himself a scotch.
Oh,
End of chapter 2.
What a great way to end the chapter.
that was beautiful.
And I will popcorn to Mike.
Okay. Author's note. Here is chapter 3, modified from the original for more sensitive audiences. Let us give thanks to Ray's test account for saving it from oblivion. Also, Jimothy is a character of my own creation, so don't use him without my permission.
I'm gonna use Jimothy in one of my stories now.
Yeah, I agree.
Yes.
I'm using
Without
it in
asking.
in my next fanfic, without asking.
One day, Jesus was at home knitting when he heard a knock at the door. "Daddy, can I come in?" said a soft, angelic voice. The Savior looked up. His, quote, 21-year-old adopted son, Jimothy, was at the bedroom door. "Of course, my son. Please come in." He patted his lap and motioned for his son to sit there, which he did. "Daddy, I have a question. Sometimes my pee-pee gets hard, and when I touch it, I feel really good. Am I getting sick?"
So
Jesus
wrong.
Christ chuckled. "No, honey child, you are growing up, becoming a man just like your other father and I. It is a natural impulse for you to feel that when you think about girls. But Daddy, it doesn't happen when I think about girls. It happens when I think about boys like Zachariah, Zebediah, and you and Daddy Addy." Oh my. Jesus was shocked, but he was also feeling something else too. Something in his robes. "Daddy,
Yes, Jesus
what
and
is touching
Hitler.
me?"
Yes,
Go
Jesus
ahead.
and Hitler eloped to Arkansas, apparently.
So,
"Daddy, what is touching me?" Jesus suddenly realized that he was fully erect.
wait, so his son is just now learning at the age of 21?
Quote unquote.
Quote 21. So is not actually 21.
Oh, because it said author's note. There's a modified original for more sensitive audience. Okay, that's probably the thing they changed. Anyway, continue.
Jimothy, I had no idea you were a homosexual, but now that you know, I think it's time for me to teach you about making love. He
Oh,
pushed
God.
his son to the floor, his 5-inch penis judged from his robes. "Now I want you to," but he stopped because his son had already inhaled it. He was giving a blowjob almost as good as his other dads. Oh, Jimothy! Jesus shouted as he blasted his semen into his baby boy's
My
mouth.
God, this is horrible.
Before his son could spit his daddy gift out, Jesus hauled him to his feet and shared a deep tongue kiss with him.
I'm gonna be praying a lot for the next week.
When they went to go to wash together in the tub, they saw an imposing figure standing in the doorway. "Hitler!" gasped Jesus. The 6'5" figure in the doorframe trembled with the titanic rage that is characteristic of his race. "Jimothy, go to your room." "But," I said, "go." The boy scrambled to his bedroom, still dazed from his experience. "Hitler, I'm so sorry." Both men were crying now. "Why?" begged Hitler. Jesus couldn't look his husband in the eye. "Eddie, when I was a boy, Joseph did the same thing to me." Jesus sobbed. That's how I was turned gay." At first Hitler froze, not knowing what to say to this revelation. He could see how vulnerable the Lord was at that very moment. So he said, "Come here, kiddo," and gave him a hug. "Don't worry, we'll get through this together." He smooched Christ. "I love you, Jesus. I'll always love you, no matter what. Jimothy, come here." Jimothy came in the room and they all exchanged chaste hugs and kisses, then went out for ice cream.
What kind of ice cream?
I don't know.
Don't want to know.
Siege is asking the right questions.
Are we finishing this off, or?
Oh yeah, it's 5 chapters. You're gonna popcorn that shit too.
Popcorn to... Who hasn't read this story yet?
Lewis.
Lewis. Yeah. To reverse.
This is gonna be juicy.
It's gonna be juicy.
This is my latest entry into my multi-chapter epic, which deals with bigotry and religious intolerance. As before, all the characters featured in my story are copyrighted and may not use them without my permission.
Even Jesus and
After
Hitler.
enjoying this, you should also view the readings on YouTube, the links which can be found in my profile page. Now enjoy. As evening fell in Jerusalem, the Lord Jesus Christ walked into his living room and found his husband pecking away at his typewriter. He has a typewriter? Okay. What is he, Hunter S. Thompson? Hitler. No, sorry. Jesus S. Thompson. Hitler, will you finally tell me what you're writing? The Fuhrer glanced up at Jesus. I'm writing my new book. He handed over a stack of completed pages, and the Savior put on his reading glasses and zipped through them in no time. Honey, this is fabulous, but it needs a title. Do you have one yet? Hitler leaned back in his chair before answering. So far, all I've been able to come up is Mein Kampf 2, but it's not very catchy. Also, it's spelled M-E-I-N, not M-I-N-E. Yeah. One of the kids at the daycare has been saying the Bible a lot. I bet that would stick out at the bookstore. He started giving Hitler a back rub. You've done a good job. Good jobs deserve good jobs. His left hand reached around Hitler. Yeah, his left hand. And in case you didn't know what he meant, his left hand reached around Hitler's waist and grabbed his exposed and engorged member. But the Lord was too eager for this one-sided pleasure. I need you inside me, he announced. Before things could get any hotter, there was a pounding at the door. Jesus, Jesus, open up, it's your disciples. We just want to talk. Hitler and Jesus exchanged shocked looks. Jesus thought he had given them the slip at Gets. But they finally tracked him down. After the Führer reluctantly let them in, they crowded Christ. Lord, we're going to try something new that'll fix you. As the disciples to lay hands on the Lord, he giggled. He's a very sensual person and enjoyed being felt all over. But all the pleasure vanished when Peter shouted, Lord, we cast the demon of homosexuality out of thee! As Hitler shoved his way in. Get the hell out! He shouted. All right, that's enough. Get out of here, you bigots. After more shouting and shoving, the disciples found their butts on the sidewalk. They had mumbled and glared angrily at the Führer. They walked off into the darkness. We'll pray for you both! One of the men shouted at him. He went back inside, where the lamb was laying on the floor, sobbing. I thought that was after all this time they'd accept me. Hitler held him with a tight embrace. Don't worry, honey pop. I'm here for you. I love you, and you're beautiful and wonderful and so damn sexy. You said you wanted me inside you. Well, so do I. The two men shared a tender kiss. Wow, that was kind of a shitty chat. Disappointing.
You got to break out Baptist priest.
Yeah, I get to break out my Baptist voice.
Yeah, Baptist voice.
Well, we're on to the final chapter, guys. So bad. So fucking sad. Andrew?
Fuck off.
Hey, at least everything here is spelled
Yeah, I mean,
properly.
I still
there's
can't read.
one thing that's
Alright,
spelled
I'll try.
incorrectly.
Oh, yeah, I see. Already.
It's the caps. Kind of hard.
Yeah, it's in caps, so you can't miss it.
And Nasi of Sanhedrin.
Oh, I see-
Sanhedrin.
Oh, I see two. I see two, actually. I see two, but whatever.
Author's note. Welcome to the latest chapter in the epic romance about two star-crossed souls This epic chapter will teach readers about the dangers of Western medicine, or quote-unquote Western medicine, and the power of faith to overcome any challenge. This story and its characters are copyrighted, so if you steal them, you will be in deep trouble.
Be in deep
Like, I'm
trouble,
fucking
mister.
Oh my god, deep trouble. Hitler and Jesus were slowly walking up the temple steps. Hitler, I'm scared. Are you sure this is safe? The Führer, can't even say that word. The Führer looked him in the eye and smiled. That charming smile of his. Of course it is, baby. I got it done. And look how healthy I am. He tousled Jesus' blonde hair. Blonde hair?
He was Middle Eastern.
Oh, okay. He tousled Jesus' blonde hair and led him up the last few steps. I really need your help, Jesus. I just elected Nazi. That's not how you spell it.
No, it's just a name.
Okay.
Not Nazi.
I just elected Nazi in the Sanhedrin, and if my new health initiatives don't pay off, I might.
Like a first grader trying to read a book.
I can't read out loud. I can read really good in my head, but out loud I'm like,
It's alright.
initiatives don't pay off. I might lose the next election. So to show everyone how much I trust. Fine. Don't pay off. I might lose the next election. So to show everyone how much I trust. Stop laughing at me. How much I trusted beloved how to get a shot. When they walked into the court of the moneylenders, there was a booth with a sign that said "Free Vaccine."
Vaccine.
No, Vaccine. In Latin and Hebrew. Somebody else read. I can't read.
Was it misspelled in Latin and Hebrew as well?
See, just finish this chapter.
I suppose. A man dressed in white with a huge needle stood behind it and held it up when he saw Hitler bring his hubby. The doc watched insanely as he jammed the needle into the veins of the lamb, filling him with the mysterious concoction. Jesus sobbed as he felt it burning through him, but he endured. "I've taken bigger things," he said, then winked at Hitler, who giggled. Then suddenly it was finished. "Now you are immune to all diseases," said the doctor.
Like that.
"Thank you very much," said the man with the iron will as he shook the doctor's hand. But then he noticed that something was wrong. Jesus was moving his head in a weird war and was making strange sounds. Suddenly, he jumped out of his chair and started running around and knocking over the tables of the moneylenders while shouting, "Den Tiefs!" What?
I don't know.
Hitler was shocked by this behavior and whipped around to the doctor. "What have you done to my lover?" he screamed, grabbing the doctor by the lapels and lifting him into the air. Hitler was really strong. The doctor could only shake his head, but Hitler knew it was the vaccine. After Hitler managed to catch Jesus and drag him home, he started crying. He loved the Lord so much, but could they ever live a normal life together? Know you that the anointed one was turned into a retard? Hitler walked over to his husband and planted a kiss on his luscious lips. Somehow the message got through and Jesus laid back, but when Hitler took off his toga and attempted to penetrate him, he kept making weird faces and twitching, making compilation impossible. "Oh Lord, I wish there was some way to fix you." He embraced Jesus, and suddenly his hand started glowing. The glow filled the room, and when it faded, the Messiah was normal again. "Hitler, I can't believe it. You cured me. You have the power to heal." "I was given this power by the power of love," said Hitler. He looked at Jesus in the eye again. Jesus' gaze was steady. "Let's do it," said Jesus. He laid back down and spread his legs. They made hot love all throughout the night, and at the end of it, both men were glistening. At dawn, the Führer and the Lord watched the sun rise with their arms around each other. Jesus, I don't care if I lose the next election. My movement is taking off. I think I could win a seat in the Roman Senate, but I can't do it alone. Hitler turned to Jesus. I want you at my side as campaign manager. Jesus looked up at him. Hitler, I'll follow you into hell if you asked. Hitler grabbed the jug of olive oil from the nightstand. It was going to be a long morning. End of chapter 5.
And end of story.
Yes.
Because it was never finished. So,
Sad.
I envy all of you
I think it ended in a good
Why-
spot though.
why do you envy us?
because you guys can read better than a first grader, unlike me.
Are you smarter than a 5th grader?
I'm smarter, but I can't read.
That show is
Okay.
coming back, by the way.
Is it really?
Yes, it is being revived. I don't know why, and it's fucking
Can't-
stupid.
Can you read gooder than a first grader?
I don't know,
Uh.
but I'm sure we'll find out. I love you, Johnny.
I can't read. Not in Obama's America.
Oh my god. So, thoughts on this story?
Well, that happened.
I'm going to hell.
Yeah.
Yeah, this was fucking delicious and blasphemous, and I loved every fucking second of it.
If it wasn't,
I think
continue.
Lou speaks for all of us whenever
I
he
do hope.
says they loved it. Like we all loved it.
I'm going to follow this because I hope one day he will continue it.
Were you saying Siege?
I do hope no one in my house heard this.
Why are they like uber like Christian or something?
No, not so much, but I'm sure they'd have questions. Lots of questions.
Honestly, if anybody in my house heard this, they would question anything I was saying. Because they
Well, yeah,
say weird
because you're
shit.
you.
Yep, I'm me. I'm super special.
Yeah, but the way I talk to people on the internet and the way I talk to my family is very, very different.
Very well.
I talk to everyone the same.
Like a bitch.
Well,
Awkward silence.
I am left speechless after these incredible stories we have just heard and read.
Agreed.
Just amazing pieces of literature, and
Modern day. Trying to
Shakespeare.
think of the book. Yeah, modern day Shakespeare's right here.
Yep.
You know,
I did
I
save
think
the
that
first
Jesus
two.
and Hitler a romance needs to have a Shakespeare crossover. One day we
With
shall see
Ebony
this.
and Malfoy.
Oh, Jesus.
Well, I think that this is the time where we say goodbye.
It is.
Thank you. Yes, it is. It just went a lot longer than I thought it would.
Quite.
Thank you all for listening. If you still are
You
listening,
have been gracious
and
listeners.
you have been gracious listeners.
This is the kind of thing that you download, put on your iPod, and listen to at work. Like I do.
Yeah.
Yes.
Or listen while
And-
you're casually gaming, like I do. It's good stuff.
Yes. We hope that you will continue to listen to us as we make more podcasts throughout the coming months and years and forevers, because this will never die.
Never.
Christ.
Hey, we were just talking about Christ. Don't say his name in
We're my immortal. Wait,
Don't
what?
say his name in vain.
Yeah,
Or-
don't-
Think about
shoo,
that.
shoo, moo, moo.
Yeah, think about. Oh, shoot, moo, moo. Well, we will see you guys whenever we post another podcast.
Yep.
So until then, this is the Lone Deranger, Gonky, Awu, MC Mac Rotator Tits, and Siege. Goodbye, everybody.
What's the name of our podcast again?
Oh, the name of our podcast, right? It's called The Socially Deranged, a Nipply Cool Podcast.
Mhm.
So cool, it'll make your nipples cut glass.
Yep. Thanks for watching, guys, or listening. Shit.
Bye.
They could watch too. It's on YouTube as well.